Hey everybody, Blaine Austin here at Sewing Machines Plus, and welcome to our Thursday live show. I got kicking it. Kennedy is out today, but we got Big Daddy Kyle here.
Hello, everybody.
And Kyle's running the show by himself today, so never know what's going to happen today. So we got a great show for you today, guys. We have got Karlie Belle herself in going to be coming on, and we're going to talk all about two machines today that we have got some crazy prices, don't we, Kyle?
Yes, we do.
It is absolutely crazy today, the prices we have on these.
These are two of our most popular machines.
They actually are. You know what's so weird about this, guys, is we're talking today about the Brother PRS 100 Persona and the Baby Lock Alliance. Now, both of these machines are one needle machines, but they have a free arm on it. So it makes to where you can do hats and bags and things really well. Now, even though they're one needle, they have four spool threads on them, or four spool holders. And so what makes it so cool is you can rethread, tie it off, pull another color through if you want to change colors in just about 5 or 6 seconds. It is so simple. Under 10 seconds, you can change the color. And so what that does, that really lowers the price on the machine to where it's very affordable. You're not paying a higher money for a multi-needle. But guys, normally both these machines are right at $5,000. We've got a huge savings on them today. And again, both manufacturers, Brother and Baby Lock, have lowered the prices on these. And we've got a call-in special on them today. So not only you're getting their good deal, you're going to get our good deal as well. And man, I tell you what, we're super excited to have Karlie on here, because Karlie will tell you her story too about this. And I'll talk to her here in a little bit and tell you about how she ended up getting one of these. But until you do, you're not going to know what you're missing. And this is I've been a big fan of this machine ever since it came out. And I was very fortunate enough many years ago, right before it came out, and I can't even remember the year now it was, but I actually was on the with Brother, all their factory people that came to America. I met with them with a couple other dealers, and we got to see the machine when it wasn't even a true real machine yet. It was just a kind of a mock-up of it, and they kind of went over their marketing plan with us about it. And so we got to give them feedback of what we thought and everything. And I was a big fan of the machine then, because what's so cool about both of them, not only can you do some really cool embroidery with them, you can also quilt. So that's what makes it neat. You can do free motion quilting with these. So if you want a 3-in-1 machine, I guess you could call it, because it does hats really well, embroidery. You can do all your other types of embroidery, and you can do free motion quilting with it. So it's a really cool machine, and it's very lightweight, it's very small footprint, and so it's a perfect machine to get into embroidery. And it's also a perfect machine if you thought about a home-based embroidery business. We have sold a ton of these things to people that have little boutiques, have kids clothing shops and different things. And what they do, they put it over in the corner and they do specialized onesies. We've sold it to companies that do it strictly as a hat machine. All they do is hats all day long on it. And because here's the interesting fact, I think it's 85%, Kyle, wasn't it? 85% of all hats that are embroidered are one color.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So this machine is more than enough to do.
Oh yeah. So, and if you ever needed it, you've got the spools there handy. You can pull it through, tie it off, and you can change the color real quick. So, but guys, before we get too deep in the show today, I got to say a big shout out to some of our SMP Nation watching. Now, guys, Kyle threw me some curveballs today, because y'all know I'm terrible with names. And he is really testing me today.
Tried to make them as difficult as possible today.
He picked out
as funny as possible, hopefully.
He picked out the most difficult names for me to pronounce today that he could find. So here it goes. Now, the first one I can get.
Yeah, this one's okay.
Tina Sampler in Colorado.
Yes.
So Tina.
This is where it gets difficult, though.
It's probably in Colorado right now. It's probably still morning there. So good morning, Tina. Now over in Texas, it's already noon. So this is Marcella Pergan. Marcella Pergan. She's over in Texas. So there was my first difficult one. Now this one's not too difficult.
But it's funnier.
It's funny.
Yeah.
Fluffle bun in Wisconsin. So good afternoon to you, Fluffle bun. And then we had, this is another one. We got Sherry, and it's Calfric.
Sherry
Calfric in Missouri.
Missouri.
All right, so Sherry, I'm sorry if I'm butchering your last name. And now I can get this one. This is Carol Blackburn in Texas. So good afternoon, Carol. And this is Pam Tietz.
Yeah, Tennessee.
In Tennessee. So it's Tietz. Tietz. Tietz, something like that. So good afternoon, Pam. And then we have Catherine Kubach.
North Carolina.
In North Carolina. So,
welcome, everyone.
So I got through it.
Yeah.
It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Kyle just threw it up on the screen. He goes, I got you some really hard ones today. So I was real worried about it because I can't ever pronounce anybody's name. So, all right, guys, a couple things I want to tell you all about. We are, if you're in Southern California, right now, we have, as y'all probably know, we end up selling our building. One of our retail stores was down in San Diego, and we got somebody approached us wanting to buy the building, a doctor's group, and they threw a big offer at us. We couldn't resist, so we sold our building and property down in San Diego. So we have been this week, Kyle and I have been working with a bunch of other people, getting the store cleaned out, and we've actually closed the Mission Bay store and moving it out. And until we find another place to go, we don't know what we're going to do with it. But right now, we've got so much product. So if you're in Southern California and you want any kind of fixture, we got some really good sewing cabinets, sewing fixtures. Quilting holds the bolts of quilts and things. We got a lot of little fixtures for sale. So just inquire at the San Marcos store.
They should go to the San Marcos store, not the San Diego store.
Yes,
right?
San Marcos.
Come to San Marcos.
Go to San Marcos or call them. And if you got anything that you just kind of thought you want to check out, see what we got. But we got a lot of chairs and tables and cabinets and things that we're going to have for sale. And so anyway, we got all that. We got so much stuff right now.
And a lot of it's going to storage. So we'd love to sell it to you instead at a discount. So let us know.
Yeah, and a lot of y'all probably, some of y'all have seen our store before because we've, broadcast from there. But the store was 10,000 square feet. It was actually huge. And so it was full of product. And so we're having to try to move a lot of the fixtures and things. And so we've been moving that out until we can find another store to put it in. And hopefully we don't have a store that big. Maybe we can make a little bit smaller store too. We won't have to have as much stuff.
Lori says, will you ship any of it?
Can't ship it.
Sorry, Lori.
Yeah, it's going to be too tough to ship all that. But yeah, I wish you never know. We might come up with something where we could take pictures. You never know, guys. I'm not going to say no. We might have a little special show for the SMP Nation to, show you what we had down there and ship it. It's all probably have to go freight, wouldn't it?
Yeah, especially the cabinets.
Yeah, the cabinets. So, but anyway, wanted to tell all the local people there, if you've been going to the Mission Bay store, now you're going to just drive up a little further and go up to the San Marcos store. And it's a wreck right now too, because we're putting a lot of the stuff, the cabinets, we're making swaps and putting cabinets on the floor. And so we're doing all kinds of crazy stuff. So it's been a busy, busy week for us. And I will not be here next Thursday. So Kennedy and Kyle are going to be on their own. Kennedy's going to host. You never know. We may even have a special guest host come in. I'm going to be gone, I think, the next Thursdays.
I think so.
Yeah, I'm going to a convention, everybody. I'm going to the Brother Convention in Austin, Texas. And then the very next week, I think it is, I'm going to St. Louis to the Baby Lock Convention. And so we got a lot of stuff going on. And then I think early in October, I'm going to Utah again. So I'm going to probably be over there, but where Grace and Handy Quilt are at. So we got a lot of stuff coming up. And it's going to be busy couple months. And
which means over the next couple weeks, we're going to have a lot of new products we're announcing
yes.
as well. So be sure to be looking out and tuning in for that.
Yeah. So we are going to do a new product launch show, and we'll let y'all know when that is. We're going to have one in the San Marcos store. I can't remember the exact date on that. I will get that to you. It's going to be a new we call it the new product launch party, and we're going to have drinks and food and snacks and all kinds, and we'll have a lot of educators coming in for that. It'll be live in the store, and we'll launch all the new products, and then we'll probably have a new product launch party on air for y'all and the people that can't make it out to San Diego. And we'll do that and show you all the new products that we're going to have and do that. So it'll be a lot of fun. Get to see all the new stuff coming out, because usually in August, September is when all the manufacturers release their new products. And we have our own brand new product. Hopefully, I was going to show it to y'all today, and it didn't make it here in time. So we got our new embroidery electric lift table that we're going to show you, and it is awesome. And so we got the brand new production model is here somewhere. I think it's here.
Is it? I didn't know it got
Yeah, I
delivered
think
yet.
it came in, but
I'll have
it's
to track it down.
Yeah, we got to figure out where it's at, because we've been so busy this week. We haven't had a chance to go find it. But so the production model came in. It'll be the one that you'll be seeing to buy, but we're going to demonstrate it for you and show you how it works. And we're super excited about that. So all you multi-needle embroidery machine owners out there, this table you're going to be blown away by, and you're going to love it. And so we have that here somewhere, and we'll have it on the show as soon as we can get it all set up and where we can use it for you. All right, another date I want to keep you abreast of is September 11th through the 15th is SewFest. So make sure y'all mark those on your calendar. It'll be we're going to be streaming live for 7.5 hours a day for 5 days. And we're going to have 2 hours of a day of just education. So 1 hour is going to be strictly education. Another hour, excuse me, will be like a project base. So it's going to be, they're going to do a complete project, and so we'll have bundles of all the tools they use, the machine they use. So we're bringing in special educators for 1 hour of the projects or the education. And then the manufacturers are going to do an hour project with their own machines. So that's kind of how it's going to work. So a lot of education this year and on SewFest. And then we're going to have all the other demonstrations like we usually do. And we got some great specials we'll have. And so hopefully y'all get to be able to tune in for that. So we're looking forward to that. And we've been working really hard on that. All right. So SewFest, so exciting, great learning experience. That was Gail. Thanks, Gail. And Beth says, love SewFest. Ooh, Fuzzy Face Place says SewFest with exclamation point. So I feel the same way.
Yeah.
So we're looking forward to it. All right. So are y'all ready to get going this morning? Before we get to bring Karlie on, I just want to remind y'all, we're going to give some stuff away today. So we always encourage y'all to make comments, ask questions, and that'll actually enter you to win the drawings that we give away on the show today. We're going to give a sewing machine away. So that'll be a good way for you to get a chance to actually give a sewing and embroidery machine.
Oh, nice.
We're going to give an LB 5000 Brother sewing and embroidery machine away today. So great giveaway. But that'll be a way you can win, is just asking comments or questions. Also, you can, if you haven't went and liked our Facebook page, go like the Facebook page. Kennedy has a private group over there as well. You can request to be in the group, and basically you get special information that we can't say in emails or on the shows, but you can get little tidbits and things that we're going to tell you about things that are happening over there. They share a lot of ideas, so go join the group as well. And if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, go subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hit that thumbs up, and then hit the bell notification, which will tell you when we have new video content. If you do all those things, that'll also help you win things on our shows. So make sure you do that. All right. So are y'all ready? Let's bring in my special friend Karlie Belle to the show.
Hi, Blaine. How are you doing?
I am awesome, Karlie. Now, I know you've been on a whirlwind tour, and so about was it 2 weeks ago you were in Dallas, Texas? Is that right?
Yeah. Yes.
Tell us a little bit about what you did in Dallas and what was going on there.
Awesome. So I had an awesome, awesome time at something called the Applique Getaway, which is an in-person embroidery convention of sorts. And it's, for me, it's like right up my alley because it is full of education, information, and all of the things that I love to embroider, all of my favorite blanks companies and supply companies will have booths there. And it's just so much fun to be surrounded with people that love crafting and love embroidery as much as you do. So I attended my first one a couple years ago just as a normal attendee, just to go see what it was all about. But this year I got to attend as a vendor, and I got to do that with Sewing Machines Plus. So it was a lot of fun. We had a booth with some of our favorite Sewing Machines Plus stabilizer from Stay Perfect. And I had some Durky easy frames there, and I got to meet so many people, and I taught classes. So I taught a class on stabilizer. I taught a class on placement, how to figure out the perfect placement when you're embroidering all different kinds of items. And I did a class on how to applique and all the fun things that you can do with applique when using different types of materials. So if you ever have the ability to go to this kind of event, you will love it. It is so, so much fun. I got to meet some of my friends here from YouTube and Facebook in person, which was a lot of fun. I got to meet Cindy King, who I believe was the winner of Quilt Fest, and then also the second place winner, I think. Laura, I got to meet her as well. So it's so fun, like putting faces with names and getting to meet people in person. So lots of fun. It's something that they hold every year. So if you're interested in coming, they will have another one. Now they made the date in June though, and it will be in Dallas again.
Well, Karlie, speaking of classes, I know that you taught, quite a few classes while you're there, but I want to share everybody. Now, Karlie has a class, and y'all can go to our website and just type in Karlie Belle in the search bar, okay? And it'll bring up some things on our website. But this is one of them. You are seeing on the screen right now. This is a Karlie Belle class that she has that you can sign up for on our website. It's $147. And Karlie, I mean, this thing is awesome, but can tell us a little bit about, give us a sneak peek of what they're going to learn and what you're doing in this class that they're going to get.
Awesome. Yeah. So the class is a beginner machine embroidery class. It's called From Start to Stitch. And basically what I did was I put together all of the information that I wish someone would have held my hand and taught me and told me when I first got my embroidery machine and I had no idea what I was getting myself into. I was in a position where I didn't have a great quilt shop like the San Marco store for Sewing Machines Plus near me. The nearest shop that I could go to have a class was almost 2 hours away. So it wasn't feasible for me to go and do that after work anytime. So what I wanted to make was a comprehensive course teaching you all of my tips and tricks on getting started with embroidery. All the things, like I said, that I wish someone would have told me and you can find it all in one place. It's very well organized with the flow of the lessons. I believe there's 57 or 58 lessons total, to where I take you everything from learning the specific parts of your machine, learning about all the different supplies that you need to bundle with Sewing Machines Plus with all those supplies, to all the different stabilizers, how to use them, when to use them for which kind of projects, how to figure out placement, how to hoop, how to applique, how to use embroidery fonts and all the different kinds of embroidery designs that are out there, so that you know the different types of stitching and what they look like. And so many things that you can get with this course. And like I said, when you take it, my goal is when you're done, you are going to be completely confident with using your embroidery machine.
Well, Karlie, when you and I first started talking about this, I got super pumped up about this class because to me, it's one of the best things out there that I've seen. And so I just wanted to kind of ask you a question so you could share everything. Is there any requirement as far as or restrictions as far as, brands of machines, what type of machine, or is it can kind of work for anybody?
It can really work for anybody. The fundamentals of embroidery are taught that can be applied to any machine. However, I do use a Brother PE800 embroidery machine as my demonstration when I am going through the machine itself and the projects. However, I could say at least I'd say around 90% of the people that have signed up for my course have some version of a Brother or Baby Lock machine, and the interface on the machine, the buttons are almost universal model of Brother or Baby Lock. So in the button section and learning to navigate your machine, it covers a ton of different models, but that's only a small section of the course. Everything else is the fundamentals of, learning how to hoop, what kind of stabilizer, how are designs made, how to use embroidery software, how to applique. That applies to any kind of machine.
So Karlie, once they sign up for the class, now this is a video that they can stop, watch at any time at any point in time. So there's no like a live class. This is something they can do at their pace, correct?
Yes. So a lot of classes I teach are live, and it's hard. Everyone can't make it at the same time. We have so many people spread out across the country and the world that are in different time zones. So this is all pre-recorded videos where you could watch them anytime that is convenient for you. And you have lifetime access to it. So you literally can watch the videos again next year, or if you just want to jump into a specific area right now and I'm not going to try applique now, let me get this part right. And then, 6 months from now, a year from now, whenever you want, you're ready to jump into applique, you can watch all those lessons. Or if you need a refresher on anything, you can watch them whenever you want. So everything is located online. When you purchase the course, you get a login information, and you just save that, and you're done. You could go and watch any of it anytime.
That's awesome, Karlie. So again, guys, I want to remind y'all, just type in Karlie Belle in our search bar, and it's going to take you to that page. It'll pop up. You'll be able to see it, sign up. I highly recommend this. I encourage y'all to go take this. If you want any kind of expertise in embroidery, this is the class. Karlie spent a ton of time working on this, and this is not something that she did overnight. This has been a project that we talked about this over a year ago, and so Karlie's put a lot of effort into this, guys, and I'm telling you, the quality of the class is fantastic, and you'll be able to see it once you get that class. So I highly recommend it. But Karlie, you said something just now when we were talking about this. You talked about your Brother PE800. I know that machine kind of launched you into one of the machines we're talking about today, which is the PRS 100. Tell us a little bit about how that happened.
Yes. So when I could tell you I got into the world embroidery after having my little girl, Abigail, who is 11 years old right now. We went to middle school orientation yesterday. I have a lot of emotions about this, but that's when I got into embroidery. And when I first started, I really didn't know what I was looking for. Now, my aunt ended up getting a really nice, I think it was the Brother Duetta 2 at the time, which was, a really nice machine, kind of something like, I guess, a Stellaire model. And I played around with hers. Now, I could not afford something like that at the time. So once I learned what I really needed to accomplish my little baby projects, I bought the most affordable thing at the time, which was the Brother PE. I think it was 770 at the time. This is an older model. And that's how I got started. And I made all my little girls' baby stuff on that machine for about 6 years, I think. But I quickly learned after having it, just a short amount of time, how much I hated doing onesies and toddler shirts on it. They were very tedious, very difficult. And that's when I started dreaming about having a free arm machine. And it took a long time to convince not only myself, but my husband that this was worth the investment. But I mean, 20 times over, this was worth the investment. Now that I've had it for about 3 years or 4 years. But that's how I started. I started on my little flatbed machine. I loved it. I used the heck out of it, but I always dreamed of being able to hoop things easier, and in my case, having a bigger embroidery field, because with my little flatbed machine, I only had a 5x7 hoop, which I got it back here up on the wall. So a little hoop was good for my 2T, 3T shirts. But once my girls started getting bigger, those size designs looked too small for the shirt. So then I'm also looking for that bigger embroidery field. But that's my story of jumping from my little small flatbed to the brother persona.
Well, that's awesome. I always like talking to you about that because that's such a great story. And that's, so many of our customers, Karlie, are the same way. They start out with a certain machine, and then they basically want to, kind of grow up and into a different machine. And, my wife, Michelle, she wanted to get an embroidery machine. So, and I think, I talked to a lot of people and asked their recommendations, and they were like, well, you could start out with a 4x4 and get her into it. But if she gets into it, she's going to want something bigger. And in her whole thing, she wanted to do like jean jackets for friends and things and family. And I was like, well, if you want to do a back of a jean jacket, you're going to have a 5x7 or larger hoop. So I went ahead and got her, I think it was the 3600D brother. It has Disney on it, and it's a 6x10 hoop size. And that's the reason I did that. But this persona and the Alliance we're talking about today have an 8x8, and then you can actually get a Durky border frame and do a split design if you have digitizing software, and increase it to an 8x12, which to me is just awesome. Just because you have to, spin the hoop around. Yeah. But to me, I think that's just awesome to be able to do. So, Karlie's grabbing her hoop.
Wait, I got to show the hoop so people know what we're talking about.
Yeah, so there it is. And what that enables you to do is you have to do a split design in your digitizing software. So it's still the embroidery field does not change on the machine. It's an 8x8. Yeah. But what it does, it lets you do half a design, and then you just rotate it, and that frame is big enough. Then you can, you rotate it to the bottom of the other one, and you're basically doing a complete 8x12 area, but you're still the field is only 8x8, if that makes sense. So, but Karlie, I'm going to go ahead and let you start talking about this machine. And guys, we're talking about, when she talks about the Brother PRS 100, just keep in mind, almost everything that she's going to talk about is going to also be the Baby Lock Alliance. They're almost identical machines. So Karlie, I'm going to let you take it away, and we'll come back, and then after you get finished, I'll tell them all the pricing and how they can get them and all the good stuff.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Blaine. So I hope everyone is having a happy Thursday so far. So yes, the brother, I always say it wrong, persona. Excuse me ahead of time because I'm going to mix those up like tomato. But this machine is amazing. Like I said, this was my upgrade from my small flatbed machine. And as Blaine said, the Baby Lock Alliance, identical. Really, the only changes in it are going to be the pre-loaded designs on the machine is the main difference between the Baby Lock and the brother. But everything else I'm going to tell you about the features of this machine, they're essentially identical. Okay, so I wanted to tell you, some of the main things. So I would say whenever someone asks me about a machine and what's the first thing that they should think of when they're going to look to buy a machine is hoop size. I always buy the largest hoop within your budget. Okay. This machine was a very nice upgrade for me from my small flatbed machine, because now I have an 8x8 hoop, which was perfect for my girls getting out of those small toddler shirts and into more youth size shirts. And this is also great for small and medium adult shirts. I would say for a large shirt, I would probably like something a little bit wider, but that's when we can use the multi-positionable hoop so that we can get a very wide design if we would need to. But just the 8x8 hoop alone is great for small and medium adult shirts as well. So first big pointer, you get an 8x8 hoop is your maximum embroidery field on the machine. However, you do also get a 4x4 hoop, which looks like this. So then I can do my smaller projects without wasting, stabilizer. I have that 4x4 option, and it comes with these cutest little tiny frames. And they have 4 of them, but I'm gonna show you one. And they range in size from, I wanna say like 1.5 inches to 2 inches. And they come in like an oval. I have a circle, a square, and I think that's it, another oval. These are great for those little teeny tiny projects that you want to do, like the a collar. Some of the collars for uniforms like to have a little initial on them. The cuffs of sleeves, socks, all kinds of little pockets. These little hoops are so much fun, and that you can use them in a variety of different small areas to embroider. Okay. I know, baby. Go downstairs and put the fan on, okay? I forgot to tell Blaine my air conditioner went out like right before the show started, which is why I was a little bit late. At least it's hot. Okay, stay right here, all right? So hoop size. We talked about all the hoops.
Can I have?
In a minute, okay?
Okay.
You do get a 7-inch color LCD screen, which this was also a really big upgrade for me from my small flatbed machine, because it was this big, and it was the model I had was a black and white grayscale screen. I could not make out anything that was on it. Don't touch. It was so small, I couldn't see any of the details of the design. This is like having a laptop screen for me coming from that other machine, so that I get a big, nice, beautiful color display, and I can see everything very nicely. Another great feature is that it has a laser light, and this is wonderful when it comes to figuring out placement for your designs and really seeing exactly where your needle is going to fall, which is a very big thing for me when I teach people how to hoop things and how to figure out placement. Having that laser pointer show you right where it's going to fall, and that I always draw some sort of placement marks on the items that I'm embroidering. It helps me, see that laser light's falling right on my placement mark. I know everything is going to stitch right where I want it to. All right, so Blaine mentioned earlier, even though this looks like a multi-needle or industrial style machine, what we would call it is a free arm machine, but it is still a single needle. So that's not water, baby, that's oil. Okay, go play with Sissy, all right?
No, she won't play dolls with me.
Okay, go tell her I said she has to.
Okay.
School starts on Monday, guys. Okay, so it is still a single needle machine, but on the back, you see you have a really nice thread rack where it can hold 4 different spools of thread. So what I do is when I'm doing a project, I will line up, whatever color I need first, second, third, and fourth. I have them all lined up and ready to go. And one goes through the whole thread path, and I have it ready. Now I'm ready for my next color. Watch how easy this is. So I'm going to do this coral color here next, since it's easiest for me to reach.
I'm just a believer.
Abigail, please help your sister. Thank you. Okay. So this is the color that's currently going through the needle. I love these thread cutters at the top of the machine, so I usually have to have a pair of scissors at every machine. With this one, I don't have to for the thread, which is nice. And I'm going to take my coral colored thread, and I'm simply going to tie a knot. between the two pieces of thread. And what I do is like I wrap it around twice, I cross it, I wrap it around twice. You do want the knot to be secure so when you pull it, it doesn't pull out. So I could yank on it here. Now I go and I grab the thread. I don't try to pull it through the eye of the needle. I pull it out right above it. And they have this needle bar here, so I make sure it's still going through there. And I just pull and pull. And now I see my coral thread here. And of course, it has an automatic needle threader. So I just press this button. This little prong set comes out down here. I don't know if I can help y'all to see it better. If I switch here, no, the camera's a little bit too high. But there's a little prong that comes out here, and you just wrap the thread around it very easily. This is another thread cutter right here, and I pull. So now I got all this out. I press the button again, and now I am ready to stitch out my next step or my next color. So changing threads is very easy. Also, I have to say, even though this looks a bit different than your normal thread path on your flatbed machine, I could whip through this fairly easily. My friend Carol actually hates tying threads. She would much rather run it through the thread path. She goes a lot faster that way. So no matter which way you decide works best for you, they're both very quick. So don't let this part of the machine intimidate you. You can pull through if you don't want to go through the thread path, or once you learn it, it is really, really simple. All right, so another upgrade for me from my small flatbed machine was that this machine stitches faster. So my old machine, I think, was the fastest. I want to say 650 stitches per minute. This is 1,000 stitches per minute. I believe also my 6 needle is 1,000 stitches per minute. So it is on the level of our high-end multi-needle machines, and like the Stellaire and the Luminaire stitch that fast as well. So when you're doing projects, now you're going to finish them faster. And if you are starting a home embroidery business, time is money. So the quicker you can pump out those projects, the more money that you would make at the end of the day. You know, you've completed more projects in a day based on that. So I've shown you the automatic needle threader. It also has an automatic thread cutter. Another upgrade for me from my small flatbed machine, because my old machine did not cut jump stitches, and this machine does. And that is a wonderful thing to have. When I was stitching some projects, if the same color is happening, but it's happening in different areas of the project. So imagine like a tree with a bunch of leaves on it. The leaves might not all be connected, right? So you have a leaf here, a leaf here, a leaf here. On my old machine, I would have, if it was green thread, a jump stitch going in between each leaf. And I would have to cut all of those when I was done with the project. It was a more detailed or complicated project. I would need to stop right after that was done and cut it before moving on to the next step. I don't have that problem because it cuts all of those jump stitches for me, which is, like I said, a beautiful thing. All right, so I would say those are all the really big features for me, or my reasoning for purchasing this machine. However, there's tons of other things. There are 400 built-in embroidery designs, which are all displayed on this beautiful color screen. There are 20 lettering fonts, great, and they are what I would say native to the machine, so you can size them, unlike embroidery fonts that you would purchase online, where they may only come in a 1-inch size, a 2-inch size. With the fonts on the machine, they are going to allow you to shrink them and expand them as much as the machine thinks that stitch is capable of doing. So when I need a little teeny tiny font for Elise's sweater for her uniform, I can get that on this machine and not have to worry about purchasing the right size font online. I know, baby. Abigail, go find a fan and put it on. What? Go find a fan and put it on. Y'all go downstairs. It's cooler downstairs. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, so let's see what else I had on my list. Lucy, go downstairs. Okay, there's also 6 built-in alphabets, 10 built-in frames with 14 different stitch patterns. Those are great. And it has built-in tutorials on the machine so that you can, if you forget something, like if you forget how to oil the machine, that was a big thing for me as well. There are built-in tutorials telling you step by step how to oil the machine. So that is another big change going from a flatbed machine to a free arm machine, is that you do have to oil what's called the bobbin hook every time I turn it on. So before I even turn on the machine, there is a,
Mommy, I like this.
thank you, I'm gonna show everybody in a second. You turn the knob on the back so that the hook is exposed, and then as Lacey was playing with, I have this little oil syringe, and I just drop one spot of oil on there, and then I put the bobbin case back in, and it's ready to go.
I mean, I want to show them something.
Okay, don't take it off, okay?
There's a bubble.
There's a bubble, yes, because there's oil in there. So I oil the machine before I use it every single time. I clean out the bobbin case and I oil it. So that is something important that you need to do with any free arm machine, is a kind of daily maintenance for it. So, and again, if you forget how to do it, the tutorial is built in. So another fabulous thing that you can do with this machine, and Blaine mentioned this earlier, is hats. And that's what Elise wants to show you. Oh, you should go find your fan that you had for dancing. Where's your red and black fan that you had for your dance a couple years ago? And you can fan yourself. She's thinking about it.
Oh, yeah, I remember that, but I don't want to use it.
Okay. Hats. Hats are something that you can do with the Persona or the Alliance. And not just any kind of hats. You can do structured hats. And these are hats I never could do with a flatbed machine. And you can do that with the addition of the cap driver accessory. So I can show you that real quick if we have time. There you go. Oh, go get the neck fans from Disney World. We just went to Disney and we had those fans around our neck. Go get the neck fans. Okay, go get the neck. Yep, go get your fans. So the cap driver is a great addition to this machine. And if you are starting a small at-home embroidery business, this is where you're going to make the most bang for your buck. You can buy blank hats for as little as $2. You can then sell those custom embroidered hats $25, $30. You are going to have the largest profit margin on hats. So highly recommend. And there's so many fun things that you could do. We've done puff embroidery, all kinds of fun things. You can embroider on the sides, on the back with some special of the Durky frames. So lots of fun things that you can do on here. But basically, let me turn my machine. When you get the cap driver, fans are in the bench by the front door in the middle drawer. Thank you. All right. Nope. Please stop. Thank you. When you get the cap driver, you get 3 main pieces. And let me see if I can show you this. Nope. Let me change my camera so you can see it better. There we go. Okay. This is the hat hooping station you're going to get. Then you get the...
I'm trying to read it with my binoculars.
Be quiet, please. This is the cap ring, or kind of your hat hoop in a sense. And when you use it in combination with the hooping station, this allows you to get the hat on just right. Baby, they can't see if you're standing in front of it. Thank you. So let me take it off.
Why'd the fan stop?
The battery might be dead. Go charge it. Okay. So this is what the cap ring looks like. And you would put a piece of tearaway stabilizer on there, which I have right here. Lacey, you have to back up, baby. Thank you. Thank you. everyone that I met at the applique getaway talked and how much they love her, even though she's a little hot mess. Okay, so you put your cap on, and
it's not working.
it
Starts working, but then
because you need to go charge it. Go charge it downstairs. They have this special piece that goes around. You just make sure that everything is in the right spot. And I have trainings on all of this. Thank you. Back up. I have training on all of this on my YouTube channel, so you could kind of see it up close and personal exactly how it goes. But once you have your hat hooped, then you can take it off of the hooping station. And there is a special driver that goes on the machine itself right here. And so that then the hat goes on and it connects to it perfectly and it fits like this. And then you can stitch on the hat. So that is kind of a really rough run through of how hats are made on the machine.
Mama, you're pushing me.
I know, because I need to stand right here. Go play.
Yeah.
Go get me a neck fan, please. It is warm. Okay, so the machine can do hats. Really, really great addition, and something that I previously could not do with my flatbed machine, not with nice structured hats. And when I say structured, those are the ones that are like my husband likes to wear, like baseball hats. I typically get the soft hats for myself, but the structured ones are the really nice ones that you can get and do on this machine. Another really nice accessory I wanted to tell you about. No, you can sit right there. Is when I use this machine, a lot of the things I make. So look, let's show them some of the things that I've made on this machine for Elise over the years. Let's see if this works. Here we go. All right, so look.
Mommy, look.
Yeah. Okay, look, they're looking at this camera right now. So you show them. This shirt. Okay. So with
This is when I was little.
yeah, you were little. This was your St. Patty's Day shirt, and this was Abigail's St. Patty's Day shirt. So
I think Sissy's pretty.
that one is pretty, but we can make you one like that too. You can actually fit in this one now. So a lot of the items I make were
Mommy, I remember this shirt.
okay, can you be quiet? A lot of the items I made with my machine were shirts. Now you can hoop these shirts with the traditional hoops that come with the machine, but a much easier way to hoop these shirts is with something called,
I was thing one. No, I was thing two.
you were thing 2.
I was thing 2.
Yeah, and Abby was thing 1.
Yeah.
These are called Durky easy frames. Durky. I think that's funny. All right. So this is an easy frame. So instead of a traditional hoop having 2 different pieces, the easy frame is just one piece. And what you do is on the back of it, you have a few options. The most common option is to add, that is from the stabilizer. So that's what I was about to tell them. That's the stuff that goes on the back of the shirt. So here we go. This is what I use. So this is peel and stick tear away stabilizer. So so it's a tear away stabilizer that has like a paper backing. And when you pull this, it's sticky. So I would stick the stabilizer to the back of the frame and I would cover up the whole frame. And when I turned it over, now my sticky is facing up. And then I would slide this in my shirt with my sticky stabilizer. I see. Back up for a second. And you can go either way. You can go out of this. You can do it to where you'll stitch the design upside down, or you or you can go through the neck hole where you stitch the part that attaches to the machine. Either way. But what I do is I would iron on the poly mesh stabilizer on the back of the shirt. And then I would lay it on top of now the sticky stabilizer. So now I have my shirt floating on this frame. Okay. Yeah. And then you attach the frame to the adapter. and it goes like this.
Mommy, I want to show them the sparkles on the same one shirt.
Okay, let me finish this one and you can
It's
show them.
pretty.
Okay,
Can I help?
let's see. You can tighten it for me once I get it done.
Okay.
Okay, so you just push that on. All right, now you tighten these. Tighten. Very good. All right, let me switch the camera now so we can show them how it goes on to the machine. Okay, so this is our shirt. Pretend it's, you know, really correctly done with the stabilizer and everything underneath. Now, all of the inside the shirt is going to go inside the free arm. And now it hooks on like this. So I don't have to worry. Okay, you got to watch
Mommy,
your...
it's an arm.
Okay, step to the side because they can't see. Now I don't have to worry about accidentally stitching the shirt to itself because I did that a lot with my flatbed machine. So
I see me sticking.
where I stuck the shirt together, I stitched the front to the back, and then you couldn't wear it no more. You don't have to worry about that with the free arm machine. And the Durky
That's funny, Mommy.
easy frames
I didn't
were
know
the frames that I used the most with the
Mommy,
machine.
do they have a basket?
I don't know. And when you get the Durky Easy frames, it comes with several size frames. So then you can have some for onesies, some for larger projects. And they also work great for bags. Let's show them this bag. So this is a zippered bag that I just bought at Hobby Lobby, but I was able to float it on the frame and put it on the machine with it open, and I was able to stitch on it. So the frames work great for
Mommy,
all kinds of
is this a
things
YouTube
that are hard to
video?
stitch. Yes, it's for Mr. Blaine in California.
On YouTube?
Uh-huh. Yep. So Blaine, just jump in whenever you want. Let me know if there was any more things that you wanted me to cover or anything that I forget about. I'm checking my list. Ladybug, yes. And sorry about having an extra co-host today. But yeah, those are the main things I wanted to talk about.
Mommy, why don't you do regular YouTube?
I'm gonna do one next week. Okay, let
Well,
me.
Karlie,
Hi.
man, I'm gonna have to give you some props right now. You and Elise both. If your air conditioning is out and you are upstairs in Louisiana heat,
Yes.
oh my gosh, I don't know how you're doing it.
Yes. And of course, it went out like right before I was supposed to come on, and I'm texting my husband, and he's like, "Call theirs." I'm like, "I don't have time. I have to go."
Mommy,
Call the guy.
Be quiet. Be quiet.
Well, I tell you that it's because I know when the AC goes out, the houses warm up very quickly. And man, I tell you what, I'm so sorry that happened to you. But thank you for sticking in there with us. And again, I want to remind everybody, guys, if y'all are interested in embroidery at all, and you just even want a refresher, I would highly recommend taking Karlie's class that we have online. Again, guys, it's $147. You have a lifetime membership. Is it 52 lessons, Karlie?
I want to say it's 57.
57 lessons. I know it's over 50 lessons, so 57 lessons. Guys, this thing is very well done. I promise you're not going to regret getting it. And I would highly recommend that to anybody, no matter what brand of machine you have, because it's so good.
Yeah, and even though I would say the majority of the classes focus on, you know, all things, I would say it leans more towards a flatbed machine. However, I do cover some free arm things, and I have friends in the course right now. Now they're thinking about upgrading to a free arm machine. And what we do is every month they get a private live Q&A with me. So they ask me all the questions. So whenever you sign up for the course, you get access to a private Facebook group. And every month in that Facebook group, I go live and answer everyone's questions, no matter, you know, what kind of embroidery it pertains to, whether it's, you know, machine questions, multi-needle, free arm questions. So we go over everything. So that's one of the great things, is that you get that ongoing support with me every month, so that we can go over, you know, whatever it is that you have a question about.
That's awesome. Karlie, what now if anybody wants to get a hold of you, they can just go to KarlieBelle.com. It has all your links to all your social media there. But you still do the sip and stitch, correct? Every Friday?
Yeah, so I took the summer off because of all the fun things that we've been doing. But I will be back for our regular Friday sip and stitch next Friday. And we'll actually be making a hat. And we're going to do it on the Brother 6-needle machine. But the process is the same for the Persona and the Alliance. So if you end up getting one of these machines today and you get it set up by next Friday, you can stitch out a hat with me.
Okay, fantastic. So the sip and stitch, when at what time is that?
It's on Friday at 10:30 a.m. Central. Thank you. Central Standard Time. And it's
Okay,
both on my
perfect.
YouTube channel and on my Facebook page. But you can get all the info for it on KarlieBelle.com.
And that's free. Anybody can come and watch it. And I think that's fantastic. And again, everybody, if y'all want to follow Karlie, go to KarlieBelle.com. I'd highly recommend to subscribe to her YouTube and go like her Facebook page. Keep up on all she's doing. Karlie and I have got a lot of things planned for the rest of the year, especially when we get some new machines in, don't we, Karlie?
Yes, very excited.
So yeah, Karlie's going to work with us a lot this year, guys. So we're super excited about that. And again, y'all go reach out to Karlie and go make sure you go sign up for her class. I tell you what, you won't regret it. It is fantastic, and you got a lifetime membership to it. So, all right, Karlie, thank you so much for coming on the show today and doing this. And I'm so sorry you lost your heat, but maybe you can concentrate on that and get that going now.
Yeah, I'm going to call the air conditioning guy now.
All right. Well, we'll see you later. Thank you so much.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
So Elise was helping Karlie there with her embroidery, it looked like too, didn't it? So, but guys, thank y'all for sticking through that with us, because I know that that was so awesome. And, you know, Karlie is just such a good teacher and instructor. And it is unbelievable what she does. And we are, you know, we're big fans of hers as well. So, but anyway, guys, we talked about the Persona. We talked about the Alliance. So we're going to tell you how you can get them now. The first up is going to be that PRS 100 Brother that Karlie was actually showing you there. And guys, the price has been lowered from $49.99 down to $39.99 with Brother. And we also have a bundle right now that we're throwing in, and it's that Durky Easy Frame bundle. You're getting the 4 frames with that, and that's like a $300 value, Kyle? $300 value or something. We're throwing that absolutely free with it, but we do have a call-in special right now too. So give them a call over at the call center right now. If you're interested in the PRS 100, 800-401-8151. Guys, again, fantastic machine. And let me tell you just a little features about the machine. Now, again, you know, we get a lot of questions asked about this. You know, how much does it weigh? The machine weighs 58 pounds. So you're going to have somebody to help you with it. You know, I mean, you know, 2 people can lift this very easily. And I know a lot of people take this machine to flea markets, to trade shows, to do hats and things on, do onesies and all kinds of stuff at shows. So it's extremely easy for 2 people to manage this. Again, you're going to get 4 hoops that come with the machine. You're getting a 8x8, which is the largest. You're getting a 4x4. Then you're getting that 2x2, and then the 1.3 inch by 3 inch frame for it. So really good package of that. Plus, you're going to get that Durky hoop set, which we were talking about, the easy frames. And now the easy frames, let me tell you a little bit about what you're getting the easy frame. The easy frame, you're getting a 2 inch by 4 inch, a 5 inch by 4 inch, a 7 inch by 5 inch, and then naturally an 8x8. And those are the easy frames. And you're getting the holder for them. So you saw Karlie show you that blue anodized looking aluminum piece that fit on the machine. You're going to get that. And then you're also getting those hoops that fit in there. Now these are going to be for if you want to do what Karlie was showing you with the sticky stabilizer. It works really, really good to do it that way. So you'll have the best of all worlds when you do that. You'll have the Durky, you're going to have the regular hoops that come from Brother on this. So you're getting a really good package with this. Again, guys, it has a ton of built-in designs. It's 1,000 stitches per minute. And I think the designs are like 450. And usually people ask me, well, does it have Disney? It does not have Disney designs built into it. But what's awesome about this is you can go to Brothers Embroidery and you can download Disney designs, and then you can do Disney designs in the machine. You can put Disney designs right in there. So this is going to unlock you be able to go to Embroidery, which is really cool. It has 20 size adjustable fonts. It has frames, decorative frames. It has 6 decorative alphabet designs. It has that really easy bobbin change that right in the very front of the machine. So there are just so many great things about it. The display on it is a 3.6 inch by 6 inch LCD screen. And there's so many features. It has LED lights on it to light it up. And, you know, the footprint on this machine, we talked about it. Did I say 58 pounds? It's 68 pounds. 68. Yeah, I don't know why I was thinking. I said 58. 68 pounds. 2 people easily can do it. But the footprint on the machine is 16.25 inches wide by 19.5 inch deep. So it doesn't take up a lot of room at all. And you saw it in Karlie's studio. It's just a very small, compact machine for what it does. And again, we have an optional hat, cap frame and accessories that you can get. It comes with the cap driver and the frames for it. We have an optional one of that. So when you call the call center, you can talk about the options for that as well if you want to get that. And then right now, we also have stands, an optional stand that you can purchase for it. And then, like I said, we're coming out with our brand new Stay Perfect embroidery electric lift table. And it fits the Persona and the Alliance fit on one of those really well. So we'll have that, and it's made just for the free arm multi-needle machines and the single needle. So anyway, and then guys, the Alliance, next up is the Alliance. And again, the price on it, there you see it right there, exactly the same price. It's $39.99. This thing was $49.99. So both machines have been lowered $1,000. Plus, we have a call-in special on this right now as well. So guys, give us a call if you're interested in either one of these machines, 800-401-8151. We do have some special financing available for you as well. So if you want to finance this thing, we can do that. But we have a couple different packages as well that we can talk to you about. The main thing, if you have any interest at all, just give us a call. We can talk you through all the different options and the pricing for you. And we can make a custom package that'll fit your needs. So make sure you just call us at 800-401-8151. All right, Kyle, I think it's time to give some stuff away.
All right.
The only problem is we can't say, Kennedy, spin that wheel.
We got to say, Kyle, spin that wheel.
That doesn't sound it just doesn't sound right.
Doesn't
Kyle,
ring,
spin
right?
that wheel. It doesn't sound as good. But so we may just drop off the Kennedy and just say, spin that wheel. How's that?
That sounds good.
Does that sound good
and
to
if
y'all?
you guys want to say Kyle at home, you can say Kyle. If you want.
All right, guys. Well, the first stuff we're going to do today, we are going to give away some of our world famous sew mats. You see right there. We're going to give a couple of those away to a lucky viewer.
Spin it, Kyle.
Kyle.
That's a good one.
There we go.
Oh, wait, hold on.
I'm just going to say it. Kyle, spin that wheel.
Going. You said this was sew mats?
Sew mats.
Okay. Got it.
There we go.
Winner is
Here we go.
Judaline Meal.
Judaline Meal.
Judaline Meal.
Judaline is watching today from YouTube. So congratulations, Judaline. Judaline, what we need you to do is go to SMP Live.tv and you'll scroll down toward the bottom of that page where it says claim my prize, fill out all the information, and most importantly, tell us what color of sew mat you want, what size you want, and we'll get that shipped out to you. Now, if you don't know the sizes and all that, you can actually just go to SewingMachinesPlus.com, type in sew mats in the search bar. It'll take you to that page. Or if you're on the SMP Live.tv page, you'll actually see the sew mats on there, and you can click on that. It'll take you and show you all the dimensions of each size, so you can pick yours. But there's 13 different colors to choose from, 4 different sizes, all but the leopard print. Leopard print, we only have 2 sizes, medium and large, available in that one. All right, Kyle, let's give one more of these away. So spin that wheel,
Here
Kyle.
you go. This time we've got Carrie Cunningham. Congratulations.
Carrie Cunningham. I know Carrie.
Yeah, I think I've seen her name a couple times.
Carrie actually has been on one of our shows.
Oh, really?
If it's the same Carrie Cunningham.
Oh.
I think it's the same Carrie Cunningham.
Okay.
She's watching from Facebook. So Carrie, if you're the same Carrie that I know, that it's been on one of our shows before, she was on one of our festivals.
Oh, okay.
As a educator. If
Oh.
you're the same one, chime in the chat and let us know. So Carrie, what we need you to do is just go to SMPLive.tv, scroll down toward the bottom of that page where it says claim my prize, fill out all the information. Most importantly, tell us what color sew mat you want, what size you want, and we will get that shipped out to you. Simple as that. All right, next up, we are going to give a $100 gift card away. And guys, what this will do is we're going to send you a code, and you just put that in the time of checkout, and it will take $100 off your purchase. Very simple.
Yep.
So Kyle, spin that wheel.
That wheel. You can use it over the phone, on the website, even in our retail stores as well.
That is correct.
Yep. Wendy Volrath.
Wendy.
recognize
So
that
Wendy
name.
Volrath is our winner watching today from YouTube. So Wendy, you to claim your gift card, we need you to go to smplive.tv. Scroll down toward the bottom of the page when you get there where it says claim my prize, fill out all the information, hit submit, and then we will email you a gift card code that you'll be able to use at checkout, call in, or like Kyle said, you can walk into the retail store and use it there, depending on
Not
where
the
you're
San
at.
Diego one. Only San Marcos.
Only San Marcos right now. All right, next up is going to be, what do you think? Let's go ahead and give a sewing machine away.
All right.
LB5000, there it is, guys.
Sewing and embroidery machine.
Sewing and embroidery machine. This has a 4x4 embroidery field on it, and you're going to get a couple hoops with it. This is a cool little machine, by the way. Very portable. It's extremely lightweight. I think it's 12 pounds. So it's extremely lightweight, easy to take around. And so anyway, one lucky viewer is going to win this. So Kyle,
here we go.
Spin that wheel.
Karlie Belle is still in the background. I can see her fanning herself very vigorously.
Carly's fanning herself.
Yeah, I can see her in the background still. Like, oh my gosh. D'Amazing Mama.
D'Amazing Mama. So D'Amazing Mama, you just won yourself a sewing machine. She's watching today from YouTube. So D'Amazing Mama, what we need you to do to claim your machine is go to smplive.tv, scroll down toward the bottom of that page where it says claim my prize, fill out all the information complete, hit submit, and we will get your brand new Brother LB5000 shipped out to your doorstep as soon as we receive your information. That's simple.
That's
Easy
it.
to win.
All you have to do is comment, share, and subscribe.
And smile.
And smile.
Just
Yeah,
smile.
just smile.
Have fun. Enjoy life.
Yeah.
Sew something, right?
And comment to win, though.
Yeah, you got to
But
comment
smile.
too.
Yeah. But smile while you're
But smile.
doing
But I'm just talking about in life in
it.
general.
In general,
Just
yeah.
smile.
Yeah. Smile
Be
while
happy.
you're doing it.
Sew something. All right, guys. Well, hey, next week, again, I'm not going to be here the next 2 Thursdays, but you never know. I might come to you from the convention and give you a little sneak peek of what's going on
This is
behind
gonna
the
be
scenes.
the Kyle and Kennedy show. Or I
It'll be-
should say Kennedy and Kyle show.
It'll be the
She'll be hosting. I'll be behind the
the
scenes.
Kennedy and Kyle show
Yeah.
the next 2 Thursdays.
But it might get crazy, guys. So
But you
show
never
up.
know too. We might try to even get a guest
Yeah.
host to come
Some
on.
special guests.
You never know what
Super
we're gonna do.
giveaways.
We'll have some giveaways and things, and then I may pop in, from a convention.
That would be good.
We'll see what we can do
Little
there.
sneak peek.
Yeah, give a little sneak peek of what's
Yeah.
going on at the convention, and show you some things. So, and I know Jane not going to be there because Jane's going on vacation.
Oh,
The brother, but Angela will be at the convention. She already told me she was going to be there.
oh, nice.
And and I think Chris Talk is going to be at the convention, brother convention. So we'll see some of our good friends at there. And what do y'all think about Kyle? Lady Fair saying, good job today, Kyle.
Yeah.
Kyle actually ran the entire studio today by himself.
Yeah.
Multitasked.
Did it, y'all.
He
I
did
did
it.
it.
So, but guys, we it really do enjoy y'all watching our shows, and thank y'all for all the support to SMP. And again, if y'all ever need anything, all you have to do is pick up the phone and give us a call, and we'll try to help you out. And again, guys, if you're interested in either one of those machines today, they are getting low in inventory. The inventory has been going very fast, so make sure you get that. And Brother and Baby Block are getting low on inventory though as well.
Because like you mentioned, Blaine, the new machines are coming out. These ones don't have a very long shelf life now.
So that's the thing. Yeah, they are going to have a brand new version of these machines coming out. I don't know if I can say that or not. I guess I could say that.
But these ones will be going away soon, so
Yeah.
you gotta get them now.
I'm not saying anything about the new machines.
Yeah,
I'm just saying they've got a new machine probably coming out.
Exactly.
I'm winking at y'all. So, but anyway, that's why we got great price on them right now too, and the quantities are limited. So if you've been thinking about one of these, jump on it. It's going to be a great chance for you. And again, guys, thank y'all so much, and hope that you have a great rest of your day, great weekend, and maybe I will see you next week. Maybe not.
Just
Never
for
know.
a little bit, maybe.
But if I don't see you next week or the week after, I'll see you in 2 weeks or 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Yeah.
I'll see you in 3 weeks. But
we'll keep everyone updated.
yeah, I think I'll probably try to
Yeah.
jump in for a little bit and give y'all the little behind the scenes at the next 2 conventions. So anyway, guys, thank y'all so much, and we will see y'all soon.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.